Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome into Mornings with Loretta. And let me tell you, this is a show I had to do some research on. Not like I don't research all of them, but I am so infatuated with what we're talking about with KT Moore. And you're going to love this too. He is the VP of Corporate Marketing and Business Development for Cadence. And so we're talking about the world's first, get this, AI supercomputer for design. It is the future of innovation and environment, right? We're gonna ask KT. He's gonna fill us in. Hey, KT.
Hey, Loretta, how you doing?
Fantastic. So, what does the introduction of the first AI enabled supercomputer for design mean? What is that? What is it? Act like you're telling a 4-year-old.
Yeah, right. Well, that's a mouthful, right? But no, so in general, what this really means is, Loretta, things that you use every day, like your computer, your cell phone, you drive your car, the way those things are designed, the companies that design those things, this is going to totally transform how they design their products, the products that you use every day.
Okay, so first of all, I want to back up because I got to tell you. So this is like a trailblazing show. You would tell us where you are. Tell us where you're live at.
Well, I'm coming to you live from Santa Clara from Levi Stadium, home of the 49ers. And as you know, they're going to the Super Bowl this year. We're excited about that. We're partners with the 49ers, so just very happy for them and their success.
Absolutely. Congratulations. I will be watching, throwing my very first ever official Super Bowl party. So how is it being put to use, this new AI supercomputer?
Yeah, so it's being used in many different places, many different markets. I'd like to say trains, planes, and automobiles. Automobiles being a very big and growing market segment today. One specific area where we've established differentiation is in Formula One racing. As you may know that Formula One, these cars are technological advancements. I mean, they're some of the most creative designs you've ever seen, and they use technology like this to shave time and speed off of their cars so that they can run fast. Every millisecond, microsecond, picosecond of time that they can save means the difference between winning, being on the podium, or being at the bottom of the grid. So this technology is huge for that.
Yeah, it's like making an amazing machine even more magnificent, right? So, how is it? Because I remember working at Hilton and the data center that was all the computers, right, that ran the hotels, and it was massive. So, I'm trying to think physical terms. How large is an AI supercomputer that's going to be able to take a machine's excellence into more excellence?
Yeah, that's a great question. So you don't really need to think about the size in terms of dimensions. It's more about the amount of compute power and memory size. So these things, think about, when you think about running on the cloud, that's going to be a typical kind of cloud environment. A data center can be tens of thousands of square feet, and it can have thousands of computers in it. And in a data center, that means people don't really think about it, but the power that is consumed by a data center is tremendous. We expect that by 2030, over 20% of the world's total electrical power consumed will be consumed by data centers. And, normal people won't even see it, but, you'll feel it when you're running your cell phone, when you're driving your car. So the data center has a huge impact on our sustainability for our planet. And this technology helps people who design data centers design them more efficiently so that we can provide better sustainability for the planet.
Okay, which you may have answered this, but you kind of was like out there on that one, KT. I'm just going to tell you, but I get it because I've seen a data center up close and personal. And somebody is saying, boo, don't boo on the 49ers. I've loved the 49ers since my brother had the little real electronic football thing where they just shook and they just ran to try to get a touchdown. So that's how long I've been rolling with the 49ers. So can you tell us about the immediate and long-term environmental benefits or concerns?
Yeah, so the benefit is going to be making sure that we exhaust every possibility to make sure that we're designing things that don't disrupt our planet. We talked to Levi Stadium about our technology, and they were very interested in making sure that the stadium is designed to meet certain sustainability goals while also accommodating the fans and their comfort here in the stadium. Maybe not the opposing team, but the fans, they need to be comfortable, right? So this type of technology helps with that, right? It helps with airflow in large structures. It helps with airflow in things like airplanes. You think about sitting on a plane, which I do a lot. This technology will show you how airflow happens inside an airplane and out. So we want to make sure the planes take off. We want to make sure they land. We want to make sure that the air quality is safe inside the airplane, that kind of thing. So it's pretty cool technology.
It is amazing. And I'm sure we probably can't cover all of the benefits to all of us, whether well, I love the 49, so you're not talking about me. My side will be warm and jazzy and all that good stuff because I'm not a booer. But anyway, getting back to that super. So are you featuring it there now when the 49ers play or other stadiums? Is the AI supercharged computer being used at a stadium? Because I know we saw the formula car. So what other things are you using it for as it relates to design?
Yeah, so it's being used to one new area that we're looking at that is being adopted is in the area of digital biology, drug discovery, which you might think that's a stretch for this kind of technology, but this technology is used to design and analyze all kinds of different drugs for different cures. And so this is an area where, because of this type of box, this type of hardware, we can accelerate tremendously, orders of magnitude, the time it takes to go from initial drug discovery to preclinical trial.
Wow. So now we're looking at stadiums and formula cars, and now we're talking about medicine that could potentially save lives and at the very least probably enhance somebody's life. So I'm telling you, people don't understand AI and they think it's going to do all this horrible stuff, but they're not looking at the benefits of AI. So I am team AI. Any other potential uses, maybe UKT? What would you like to see it doing that you hadn't seen on the whiteboard yet?
Yeah, I think we're just scratching the surface on the digital biology, and I definitely want to see more progress there. That's something that touches everyone. I think we've all known someone who's had an illness or an ailment where the cures were long coming. So I'm really excited about Cadence being a part of something that contributes to personal health and well-being.
Okay, you're good. You thought at all these because I'm throwing out all these different questions for you, and you're just like moseying on through them. So I'm really, really curious that it really seems like if you can dream it, somebody can make it. If it's a thought in somebody's head, because 10 years, even 5 years ago, we wouldn't have thought any of this was possible, or we would have been like, it's taboo or voodoo or something. So are you seeing any newfound appreciation? Don't laugh at me, KT. Are you seeing any are you winning people over with this kind of technology now that, because sports and formula and medicine are huge in our world. So are you seeing any newfound believers?
Yeah, I do. I think what's happening now with AI, the discussions around it, I think people are starting to see the human side of it, and it's not so intimidating anymore. The true benefit of AI to me is that it helps accelerate the process that would take us a long time. Like you said, if you can dream it, you can build it, right? You can do it, but at what cost, at what time, right? And you can use technology that is derived from AI to accelerate the amount of time it takes to get out of the starting gate, and get you to solutions faster. Makes us all more productive and allows us to do other things with that time.
Okay, I know I have to let you go, but one last question. Where can we go for more information on these new developments and to feel like we are in the know? Because KT Moore was here. Ooh, that rhymed. I'm a poet and don't know it.
Right on. So if you want to follow Cadence on LinkedIn, we're Cadence Design Systems on LinkedIn, or you can go to our website at www.cadence.com for more information there.
Okay, the next time you're in Levi Stadium, I need to do this show live with you because there's no telling what you're getting ready to release into this earth realm with this cadence and everything. But KT Moore, thank you so much for being our guest on Mornings with Loretta.
Thank you for having me. You take care.
Okay, bye-bye. So I'm telling you, my light is the sun. I love the sun. It is setting and rising, and there we go. We got a good look. Okay, so that was KT Moore, VP of Corporate Marketing and Business Development for Cadence. And we one of the first people to announce the world's first AI supercomputer for design, right? And we talked about what it means for us, what are the benefits, what are the things that it can potentially do in the future. And so that's what I say. You guys, God is just so good to me. And we have another segment coming up next, so don't go anywhere. We kind of started that one early, so I'm going to wait on my guest, but I can tell you about her. And because Levi Stadium, San Francisco 49ers, right? What does that mean? So it's time to start planning your super parties. Get it? Supercomputer, super party, Super Bowl party. So whether you are a seasoned party host or a first timer, we got you covered. So the ultimate guide on how to host a big game party that's both easy, budget friendly, and delicious. We're going to have one of my favorite television hosts and lifestyle experts come on. Marisa Brahney is coming on today. She's been on numerous times and I love her recipes. Just so much going on. So let me tell you about her while we wait on her, because she's not late. We're just early. We are early because I started early with KT. So Marisa Brahney is an Emmy award-winning, dynamic and versatile TV host and an on-air lifestyle expert who loves sharing her value-packed tips, products, picks, and helpful mom hacks with viewers around the country. You can find her, just Google her. And she actually is here. I'm so glad. That's my girl. I knew she was coming early. She is always on time and she adjusts her schedule. So I'm going to go ahead and bring her on. We may have to do a sound check for her, but here we go. Marisa, hi.
All right. Hi, Loretta. We're ready for the interview.
Let's make it happen. We are live and waiting. All right. So good morning, everybody. Welcome back to our second segment of Mornings with Loretta. And we talked about supercomputers. Now we're talking about Super Bowl party ideas on a budget. And who better to share those tips with us than Marisa Brahney. Welcome, Marisa.
So happy to be with you, Loretta, and excited to talk game day.
Oh, honey, we just had our last segment was in Levi Stadium of the 49ers. So this is like perfect. And I didn't plan it, but come on, girl, help us with this Super Bowl party on a budget. So what tips do you have for making the task of hosting the big day game gathering easier and more enjoyable?
Well, you know what? I love big game season because it does combine my love of hosting with the excitement of football. And believe it or not, this is actually one of the biggest food holidays. It's second only to Thanksgiving. So you want to step up and really bring your A game if you're hosting a watch party. And I know that can be a little intimidating. So some tips. The first is have a plan, curate your menu, make your list of what you need, and stick to it when you're going to the store. We're thinking finger foods, right? We want to make sure that our guests are able to chat and socialize. So things like wings, sliders, little finger food items are perfect for any game day party. And luckily, I'm partnering with Target to bring you some great game day favorite ideas. And the best part about it is Target's a one-stop shop. So you're in, you're out, you're done, you got everything you need.
And I agree with that one-stop shop, honey. You are in and you're done. So what are some of your go-to dishes for the big game?
So I have to tell you this, Target pulled together 3 must-have game day spreads this year. And so we'll start with my favorite. I think you're going to love this. It's a cheeseburger taco board. So this, of course, combines the two worlds we know and love, cheeseburgers and tacos. I mean, you can't go wrong. So we're talking tortillas, the seasoned ground beef, all the fixins here, your lettuce, your cheese, your pickles, got to have that special sauce. And the best part is all of this is under $25. So they did this with the cheeseburger tacos. They have the wing basket as well. This is on this really stylish Threshold brand platter. So again, one stop, you're even getting serveware. That's key. And then a nacho bar also. So each of these under $25. If you're thinking snacks, you want those nibblies, Target has a great selection of dips, chips, popcorn, all from its Good and Gather brand. So many different options to choose from. Even things like electronics, which you might not think of ahead of time, but speakers and things like that you need. And of course, we want to thank beverages and desserts, right? Favorite Day has some fantastic desserts. It's another Target brand. And then in terms of drinks, a lot of people are keeping with the dry January theme right on into February. So non-alcoholic is big. Lagunitas and Athletic Brewing Co., both great non-alcoholic options. And then Good and Gather has these sparkling waters. The flavors are so good. The cherry cola, a must try. So lots of different options that are budget friendly, which is really important.
There are, and you had me at the cheeseburger taco, and then you just went on, and then I saw all this other stuff. So I know we are time constrained, right? But I want to see that cheeseburger taco bar again, because that's a great idea and very budget friendly.
Yeah, it's so great because, again, it's something that's a little different. It's a spin on a classic, but really easy for people to take with them and eat as they go and chat. It's making something into a finger food, which is really nice.
I love that. And then you had the sparkling water. I love that. I'm kind of trying to do a refresh on all the magnificent things because we went so fast. And so are there any tips that you can share on how to host it without breaking the bank? And what you showed us are all $25 or less for how many people? So just double it for the people that you have coming over. I'm trying to really save some money for them. Yeah,
you have to plan ahead, right? You have to see how many people you're going to have and kind of calculate it that way. But in addition to these, Target also has some great charcuterie options. So if you want to mix in some of that, the charcuterie, under $20 for a Mediterranean-inspired charcuterie. So you can really get creative. And what's great is that when you go onto Target.com and the Target app, there's a whole game day section. So if you're stumped and really looking for some ideas, they kind of did the work for you, which is like another way to make it easy. And what I love about this is that you're sticking to your list, right? You're not, risking these impulse buys when you know that everything is sort of ready to go under $25. You can stick to it and be in and out. So that's great. And, I think that's really key is having a one-stop shop where you're not bouncing around store to store, because that's when we get tempted, right? We go into some place and we say, oh, but what about that? But what about this? So this definitely cuts that part out of it.
And you're absolutely, if you're like me, you're going to come out of there with way more than you wanted. So just do it at Target because it is a one-stop shop. You can get your personal items, your household cleaning products, and all your Super Bowl party things. So I know where to go, but I want to hear you say, where can we go for more information?
Just go to Target.com or the Target app. And don't forget, Loretta, they have the same-day delivery and the drive up, which, talk about sticking to your list. You do it ahead of time. So you're not even going into the store to risk being, tempted by going outside your budget. So that's another way to really save for your game day party.
Oh, honey, you don't have to convince me and probably half of the people that are watching, because we call it Target, and I can just order it on my phone and give me a time to go pick it up and they bring it to my car. I feel like that is a luxury that I cannot live without, since I know it's available for anybody, right? So I'm going to ask you, you have a favorite team for the Super Bowl to win?
I know I'm a Swiftie, so I'm going Chiefs. I can't get enough. I mean, it's, so that's my pick.
That's your pick. I'm good with either of those teams, right? I just love both of those teams. They are amazing, and they've overcome so much to get there. And I can't wait, because I really am there for the halftime and for the food, but I'm congratulating whoever wins at the end of the day. Thank you, Marisa, so much for being with us today.
Thank you, Loretta. Great to see you.
You too. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So let me tell you, that's the only thing about Super Bowl. Unless my Steelers are there, unless the Titans are there, and it's another team that I really, really love, then I just go for whoever wins. Now, I do love these two teams. I do love Kansas City Chiefs, and I do love San Francisco 49ers. I love their colors. I love all that stuff that I probably shouldn't love as a reason to love the team, like their colors and what they do off the field, because I know both are important, though, but I really admire all the philanthropic things that the players are doing, and I can't wait for what is it? February 11th is Super Bowl. Yeah. So anyway, let me tell you, I so enjoy being here with you today. And I'm still just super geeked and just fascinated by the AI supercomputer for design that KT Morris shared with us from Cadence. And please go and see this thing. It is powering things that you can't even imagine. It just blows my mind. And I really do believe, I don't know who said it, but I quoted it. If you can dream and you can be it, somebody, and if it's a thought, it can, everything that we see, hear, touch, smell was first a thought. And now we are benefiting from that person running with that thought. So yay on thoughts. And that's why I always say in closing, I say, think positive. You gotta think positive because those are your thoughts, right? And then I say, dream big dreams. AI supercomputer is a prime example of that. And then I say, help someone along the way. Well, Marisa, this Emmy award-winning television host and lifestyle expert, she was on to help us to plan this beautiful Super Bowl party on a budget at Target. So I love that. I just figured it out that I say that at the end of the show, but I'm doing throughout the show. Holy Spirit, thank you for that revelation. So everybody, I don't do this because it's easy. I don't do it for the money. I do it because I know it's what I was put in this earth realm to do. And I love it when people are taking the time out of their busy life, their busy seasons and schedules to say, hey, Loretta, I enjoyed watching your show when you said this, or the guest showed me that, or you said something that really I needed to hear at that moment because I was low and it filled me and I was empty. And then they watched the show. Somebody saw me out the other day and said, I remember I heard something on the radio show that you did. I'm like, radio? I don't do radio much. And it was a replay of something that we had done with Joe Garner, Talk Shop, Real Estate Talk. And we were talking about real estate development. And I was talking about, you just never know what God has for you. Real estate development was never something I was even thought of. It was not on my radar at all, not in this season. And then it happened and he remembered that and it encouraged him. So you just never know. So I always want to bring my A game when I'm on here because you all are so important to me to make sure you feel seen, heard, and loved, and encouraged and inspired to go ahead and change this world for good, right? Use your gifts and talents. But anyway, until then, let's say it together. Think positive, dream big dreams, and help someone along the way. And guess what? I'll see you soon. Actually, I'll see you at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time later today. Thank you. Bye-bye, everybody.